has less menthol content in them. I think I'm saying that right, but it's less minty, giving it a nice cool effect. You also have hibiscus as well as some chamomile. She's bringing the lemon balm and the ginseng. So we'll get to that eventually. So, so typically you can blend for either taste or for health benefits, which on your on your sheet it has a list of both of those things. So you'll see some of the benefits, some of the flavors, and whether they can be paired with. We try to keep it simple enough so that you can also, like, she brought some extra ingredients to kind of show, like, you might have some ingredients at home that you might want to add to your blends, to your teas, or if you're growing anything at home. The botanist here, so if you're growing anything at home,
we have two botanists.
Oh, two botanists here. Thank you. You'll be able to just kind of like imagine, take maybe like mint and ginger or whatever you have at home and start adding it to some of your dried ingredients. So if I could have someone, could I have like a tiny plate?
A tiny plate, yeah. And it's always helpful if someone volunteers as tribute to kind of show the process. If anyone's brave enough to like kind of do one of the packets with him.
Or like a salsa or something.
Yeah, come on up. Okay, yeah. You want me to bring my...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you open them. Okay. And then can I also have
whatever you need.
And then there's probably lemon balm in the other.
Yes, the lemon balm is right there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Perfect.
Thank you. So yeah. Alright. So do me a favor, and I guess we can all kind of do this together. Everyone open up your chamomile pouches. So just like rip it off and take a smell of that. So you're just kind of getting an idea of what it smells like. Chamomile is really good for relaxation, for sleep. It offers like almost like an apple-like flavor. It could be blended with things like citrus, something that's earthy, something that's sweet. Let's go to hibiscus. So if you have a hibiscus on you. Hibiscus comes from a flower. It's the calyxes of the hibiscus plant. It's going to offer like a more pomegranate, fruity-like taste, really good for your blood health, liver health, that sort of thing. So after, I'm assuming y'all took a moment to smell that one. Let's go to peppermint next. So you just, and if you have spearmint, then get the one with the spearmint. Either way. And just get a nice whiff of what that smells like. You're gonna get either a really strong minty flavored smell, aroma, or you're gonna get kind of like a refreshing mint aroma. They pretty much have the same benefits. They both are good for rest, relaxation, opening up your airways, cooling your mouth, you know. And then we also have ginger left. Ginger tends to be on the more spicy side, but it has a nice natural sweetness to it. So depending on how you use it, you could. Yeah.
During our last workshop, I think we were talking about foods that nourish you and like how they sustain you, and everyone had ginger for something. Whether it was like it supports me physically, it supports me mentally, it reminds me of my ancestors. Everyone like loves ginger, so it's kind of like something that connects all of us. Everyone has some kind of cultural ginger significance.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you smell this lemon balm and then pass it that way, and then we're gonna do the ginseng or eleuthero and pass it this way. we're passing the lemon balm on this side first, and you can just kind of switch it around this way. Lemon balm is a nice relaxing herb. It has a slight lemon flavor. When I say slight, it's like really slight. But it can bring, lemon and citrus can bring like a slight brightness to whatever you add it to. So lemon balm is good for rest, relaxation. It can help with like calm the mind, help with digestion. And then ginseng, or I have Siberian ginseng, also known as eleuthera. That is on the opposite end. It's an adaptogen. It's going to give you more of like an energy boost. It can help your body relieve stress. So you have like a...
Can confirm, during my life, I drank some and I was just like, yeah, this is a
I'm gonna, with you as my volunteer, we're gonna make a blend really quickly. Oh, well, you might want to. Yeah, you might want to. I wish I had a tiny.
like 2 minutes.
Can I take one of these?
Absolutely.
There you go. So we're gonna use that in a second. Based off of, do you want to go based off of smell, or are you looking for something for the benefits?
Smell.
Smell. Okay, so can you pick 3 that you like the most?
Okay, definitely peppermint, ginger, and I'll calm it down with chamomile.
Nice. Okay, so really nice and
They need another 2
easy.
minutes to see.
So we're going to, for demonstration purposes, we're going to blend them and put them into this cup. The same process, you'll be able to do it at home, or you can be able to add it directly into your tea bag. But for demonstration purposes, we're going to use that cup
Do I
here.
need my spoon?
Yeah,
Let me know
yeah.
if you want any sugar or honey, and I can add that to your drink.
And it,
Oh, yeah.
so everything that you have, yes, you have a question?
Yes, we got in the bag, because I use I buy a lot of herbs like to make, but I used to take the metal ball.
Yeah.
So is there a recommendation what's better, like this cloth bags or?
No, it's about the same. I think it might depend on how much room you're giving. So if you have like a small tea ball, if you're packing it with a lot of different herbs, it's going to be difficult for the water to flow through those. However, these, I don't want to hold it up because my hand, the tea bags that you have. Could you,
Yeah.
the tea bags are really roomy. So you can add just a little bit at the bottom and it'll give it enough room that the water can flow through it. So I think that's going to be the main thing, but after you blend it at home and you add it to another container, you can just scoop a little bit into your tea ball. So I wouldn't go, maybe just like half. So everything we have here, because we don't have any tea specifics, nothing's gonna like expand as much. But a lot of teas, they need room to expand, which is why the water doesn't flow through the tea balls easily. But the tea bags work, infusers work, the tea balls work. Just want to be mindful of how much you're putting in to your infuser before you infuse it. Okay. Yeah, you want the water. So which one did you say you wanted the most? Okay, cool. So let's do a nice hefty amount of peppermint. And can you feel free to show everybody how much you're using?
Alright, so this is a heaping spoon from our kit, right?
Okay, yeah, we can add.
To the cup?
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes what I'll do after I start, I'll take a moment to smell it. And then, like after I add 2 or so, then that will tell me how, like the balance of how the ingredients, which kind of give you an indicator of how, you know, you want it to taste. Do you want to add more? Well, you can do some more.
I can do more. Okay.
Yeah, you can do how much. This is for you.
Favorites, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. This is for you. So you can.
I love peppermint.
So the idea behind how much you use, you just want to create a balance with the other ingredients. So you can add as much as you want. So you're going to have some left over. Which one is going to be the second flavor, the most predominant flavor that you want to add?
I think the ginger.
Okay. It's going to be nice and spicy. Peppermint can have a slight kick to it, a slight piney flavor to it.
Okay.
The ginger is going to pull on those flavors and kind of pair really well together.
Okay. So I think I'll go a little bit lighter with the
Yeah.
ginger, right? Okay.
And then give it like a shake. And feel free to. You like it?
Yeah.
You think it's
And I'm gonna stop at the ginger.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's kicking.
Yeah. So you see how simple it is as like you're just kind of putting it together, and now I think you said hibiscus, or was it a different ingredient?
Chamomile.
Chamomile. Thank you.
Assuming that's gonna calm.
Yeah.
Calm it down a little bit. Chamomile is soft.
And you'll notice that the chamomile flowers are bigger than these, so you don't need as much.
Okay.
But if you really like chamomile, like I love chamomile, I kind of put it in too many of my blends. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And I would give it a smell now as
First,
well,
So
to
just
see if
like
you
a
can.
measure twice, cut once kind of like before I add more mixes.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay.
You like it, or
I'm
you think you
satisfied.
want a little
I'm
bit more?
satisfied. Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I personally, but I like chamomile. I personally would add like one more scoop of chamomile.
Okay.
But you don't.
Will
you
it
don't
take
have
away
to.
from my peppermint?
It won't do that.
Okay.
The peppermint's pretty strong. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. One more scoop of chamomile.
Maybe a little more. Yeah.
A little more?
No, I was gonna say a little less, but that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. All right.
Okay, now you can kind of like give it a shake and then scoop like 1 or 2 scoops into your tea bag.
Okay.
And then as far as tying it, you tie it just like you're tying a shoe, just one loop and pull, and then you're fine. If you do 2, you won't be able to reopen it. These are reusable tea bags.
Okay.
So after you steep your tea a couple of times, you can just dump it and then let it dry out or wash it if you want, and then just add some more of your ingredients
Yes,
to it.
I have one that I washed right
I
here.
would say
My
2.
best
Yeah.
friend was also curious about how it holds up to washing.
Okay, can we show everyone?
I
Can y'all see how much tea is?
It washes
That's a
very
washed
well.
one.
Yeah, washed. Turn it inside out, dump it out.
You washed it and just in the.
Yeah, just dumped it out, washed it with my little thing, sprayed it off.
Okay.
No soap though. No soap.
Okay.
I didn't use soap. If you want to use soap, you can. I don't use soap.
I feel like you don't have to, because you're putting hot water onto your tea, so it's
Oh,
killing
sterilize, yeah.
Yeah, you're sterilizing it with the hot water to steep your tea anyway. It's mostly you want to get the remaining, dust and things from it. So can everybody see how much is in here? This is going to make about 12 to 16 ounces of tea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I was saying you don't need a lot when you have really good quality ingredients. You're gonna get like a nice strong blend here. Now, if you don't want to do more than that, you want to make enough for like a family, you can add like 2 or 3 more scoops and make like a small pot or a small pitcher for the household. I am curious if I could just to add in some herbiculture context. With this blend, what might you add like that you're probably growing at home? What's an
What you have in
idea?
your pantry.
Or if you have in your pantry, what like
Cinnamon?
cinnamon?
Yes, we have some Ceylon cinnamon that my mom always sends me stuff. But she sent me a bunch of Ceylon cinnamon. This is not generally what you get in the store at all. But she always sends me a bunch. It grows pretty commonly where I'm from. And so, Jamaica. So you can add cinnamon for me. Mint, cinnamon, your bath, cinnamon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can add everything. It's like just cooking myself. So yeah, it's wonderful. And in your little pouches, you can add any of these. You want to add a little cardamom with the turmeric, the cardamom.
I see some ginger, I see some nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Really good with this.
Yes. Oh, so he brews hibiscus tea into wine.
Really?
Yes. And it's pretty. It's so good. It's not for the weak. We say wine. It's more like a liquor. If you had like an Armagnac, like the Italian liquor, that's what it's for.
Any other ideas? What else might you add with this?
Dried citrus?
You said citrus?
Dried citrus?
Yeah, like orange peel. Yeah, lemon peel. That would be perfect with that too. It's gonna brighten up the flavor because of the, you have the mint, and the chamomile. Both of those work really well with citrus.
Lemon juice.
Yeah, totally.
I can see it with that.
Is nutmeg too strong?
I think it depends. I use nutmeg a lot, but it can be strong if you use too much of it.
Yeah.
It can be like really overpowering. Same thing with cloves, just a little bit. It's a really strong flavor, so you just want a little bit of each of those. But both of those work really good for, like cloves good for things like dental, and nutmeg potentially brain function, rest, just a little bit though. So yeah.
Regarding the temperatures that you showed here.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for. I literally forget that every class.
And it's always the thing that I'm most surprised by, because when I tried it for the first time, I get boiling water plus herbs, tea. And he's like, oh God. He's like offended by my statement.
So for you all, most of the temperatures for everything here is going to be on the higher side because a lot of these don't have tannins, they don't have any don't have compounds in them that's going to become bitter. However, hibiscus becomes really tart the longer you let it sit in water. Mint can become more sharp and piney the longer you let that sit in water. But I'm describing longer than 10 minutes or so. If you had like a tea, like a black tea or green tea, 1 or 2 minutes is fine. So for the temperature specifically, you want to go with the lowest temperature of the blend. But most of these are about the same. So, and then I tried to give you a range. So if it says something like 1 to 10 minutes and it doesn't have a plus sign at the end, that means going above the 10 minutes is probably going to make it a little bit more harsh in your beverage. So hibiscus needs at least 5 minutes of steeping. So you're going to have to go with whatever that is. So if you're going to do hibiscus and chamomile you can do like 1 or 2 minutes. But if you're going to have hibiscus with it to get all the flavor from the hibiscus, you want to lock it in at least 5 minutes. Does that make sense so far? And then as far as temperature is concerned, most of these, it's about 200 degrees, so almost boiling water. So the point that we made during the interview is I tend to not leave my ingredients in boiling water for an extended period of time because you can destroy the enzymes and the health promoting benefits of their infusions, the ingredients. I'm blending tea specifically for the benefits, so I'm personally more conscious about that part. But if you're just letting it sit and you're not too worried about the benefits, then you can do what you want. Yeah, there's other things that I don't do, like I don't microwave I don't put the tea bags in the water and throw it in the microwave. I kind of
microwave mine.
I would microwave I don't microwave the water, but if I did, I would microwave the water first and then add the tea after. You know, I just have like nitpicky tiny things that I do because I don't do things like a regular tea blender. I try to pay attention to like the health side, the health benefits. So my specifications on temperature is leaning toward that angle. So yeah. Did you have another?
Yes, sorry, full of questions.
No, it's on.
So you said that to sit basically to leave the tea bag in. So you leave it for the 5 minutes, and then you remove it, and you drink the tea. Not because I tend to leave my bag there.
You can leave it in there because these ingredients won't become bitter.
Yeah.
Like tea becomes bitter because it has a compound in it called tannins. These other, because they're not from the same plant, they have different effects. So chamomile has been fine. Ginger gets really spicy if you leave it longer in the water. Hibiscus gets really tart if you leave it in the water for longer periods of time. And yeah. So they do different things. You can leave it and they'll be fine. But if there was something like lavender, for example, it doesn't taste good after 2 minutes of leaving it in water, you know. So, but a lot of the ingredients that you have here, you can just let it sit.
But then you said also the benefits. So if I remove the tea bag, then it still keeps the benefits. But if I leave it there, then it's like.
Well, it's more specifically if you were leaving it in boiling water. Like if you're having it on the oven and you just allow your water to rumble
Oh.
with the tea in it,
Oh.
which we see that for. I've seen that thing add on things like sorrel or different beverages, or people saying like, oh, I just slice my pineapple up and I put it in the water and let it boil for like 15, 20 minutes or something. That's when I'm like, I don't want to hear stuff like that. But 'cause in my mind, I'm like, okay, I understand what you're doing. The better way to do it is just chop it up, create more surface area on the ingredients, and then let that sit in the water. Versus letting it stay, because if you want, like, you're gonna get some benefits, but if you want the most that you can get, then I say like bring the water to a boil, take it off the pot, and then add it, pour it onto your tea, and let that sit. Yeah, but letting it boil while it's on the pot at the same time, it gets to the point it starts destroying the compounds. Yeah, you're kind of like cooking out, like the flavor, that's kind of iffy, but you're cooking out, potentially you could be cooking out the flavor and the benefits in your ingredients, yeah.